Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, let's take a look again on the Bitcoin market. This current situation tends to be difficult on the Bitcoin market because, well, actually, as you know, other markets, it stands in relation to external factors. So you know, guys, a lot of statistics will be released, and the Bitcoin market as well as other markets, including the gold, stocks, Forex market, depends on statistics and, particularly speaking, the interest rates. Interest rates should show the reaction on the statistics. We suggest that it should be poor, but who knows? And depending on that reaction, the performance on the Bitcoin market could be different. In general, you can see the drop in the Bitcoin market recently, not because of technical overbought condition, but also because of the significant price increasing of the interest rates in the United States. So anticipation of the inflation jump for approximately for the 30% just in the recent 3-4 days. Last week, with the interest rates and standing interest rates above the 1%, makes attractive the assets that there is some interest. It increased the interest of the investors to the interest-bearing assets such as the bonds, for example, and makes pressure on other assets that are not interest-bearing, such as the Bitcoin as well, gold, and others. And the statistics that we will get is really crucially important for these markets as well. That's why currently we could discuss some technical moments, but you should understand that mostly the major driver on the economy week will be partially the Fed statement, but what's more important is the gross domestic product release on Thursday and non-farm payrolls release on next week. This will be very important for the Bitcoin market as well. From the technical point of view, on the longer term chart, we are still watching for a very deep retracement. Currently, we still do not know whether this retracement already has started. Let's hope so, that market could retest the previously broken 20,000 area. So usually, with this pattern that we're talking about, retracement stands deep, at least the 50% or maybe even 618. So it means that the 18 even 20 levels could be reached. This is a Jordan volatility breakout pattern. So when the market breaks the volatility on the long-term chart, once the major swing is over, it usually shows deep retracement, and then we get major extension. That's the idea of the pattern. So currently, as the first swing, as we maybe suppose that it is over, we're watching for a deep retracement. But it's not the fact yet that we're particularly stand in this moment. So that you should act by fact. You should not foresee and predict this pullback, but you just wait when this happens and you intend to buy on this deep retracement. That's usually the action that's suggested by this pattern. So on the monthly chart, we're still watching. On the weekly chart, guys, we do not have something really special, except maybe, so Brent body has not been formed yet. Although market hits the first fib support, market is not crossed the 3x3 moving average. That's why we will take it out from this chart. Market stands at oversold, almost. So it's right here. So we have the oversold round 27 area. This is important. Why? Because take a look at that. On the weekly chart, we have oversold level and confluence support around 27-29 area. This market stands at the upper border of this area, but 27 level is the lower border of this confluence support. This will be very important for trading process that I will show you a bit later. So just remember these numbers, 27 support area. On the daily chart, we have the same market stands at the oversold. Its price is calling around 50% support. Take a look, this 618 stands exactly at the 27 level. So it's the same 27 level that we have discussed. It's very important because on the patterns that we have here on the intraday charts, if you intend to trade it and take the long position on the Bitcoin market, that's the level that where you should hide your stop order. It's below 27 area. Because only the bearish market in the current circumstances will be able to pass through all this stuff and break this level. It's because this is confidence, as I said, market stands at the result on the daily and weekly chart, and, well, in breakout of the 27 area, market will erase all the bullish patterns that potentially could be formed. For example, here we have this Gartner steeple to buy, and by the drop below this area, this market will erase this pattern. So for a short-term perspective, 27 is a very important support area. On intraday charts, guys, since our short-term patterns have been erased, so initially, if you remember, we talked about the Gartner steeple to buy based on these swings, but as market has dropped and spiked down this level, here we do not have this pattern anymore, and we have to shift to the greater pattern. And here exists some tricky moments. The major tricky moment stands with the major ABCD pattern on the daily that I just have shown you. It's right here, ABCD. Because market hasn't quite reached the OP target, that stands 28.25, and turns up again. Overall price performance stands mostly bullish because you can see that AB leg is significantly faster than the CD, and slowdown of the CD leg is always stands in favor of the bulls. But here it might happen so that before upward action, market could try to complete 28.25 area and just mess around with the stop orders that have been placed around this level, that levels here. So to grab everything that stands right here with the completion of the OP target. That's another reason why I suggest that it's better to use the 27 level as the level for stop placement. Correspondingly, although here I draw the Gartner steeple to buy pattern, this is very high probability pattern for position taking around 30 even, because it provides you a relatively good entry point, not perfect but relatively good because you're buying at retracement, and minimize risk that you will miss the entry opportunity. But in a most tricky situation, market could form not the Gartner steeple to buy, it could be another butterfly. So with completion OP, market could complete the butterfly and then turns up. So that's why if you intend to buy the Bitcoin, you need to make the decision how you will take the position, or better to say where you would like to take it. Potentially you could take, for example, some minor part or some part of the position around 30 even, then see what will happen. If market drop here, you could add more right at this level. Or you could wait, not taking the position here, just wait for 8.25. That's another scenario. Alternatively, you could wait when the market will hit this level, starts upward action, and trying to buy on retracement. That is another opportunity. So you can see different tactics exist on the entry, but you need to be careful with this 28.25 target that could be reached before upward action will start. Because potentially overall situation looks so that some bounce up from this support area should happen. Because we haven't got it yet, and market stands a strong support that we were sold, forming some bullish patterns, so it seems that some pullback up from this level should happen. That's what we intend to keep an eye on Bitcoin this week.